Alright, welcome back to another episode of Art Time, where today we're going to be drawing the 6th episode of Elementals Reborn. Hopefully getting this all done within one part, but we'll see what occurs. Anyways, if you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like and subscribe for more. Alright, so, we just finished recording an episode of Game Crafters, and I just got this guy done with in the outline department. And now we're going to hopefully finish this. It's just about 1:30, it's 1:32, so hopefully we can finish this. We'll see. We will see. But yeah, we got some of the outline finished here, so this shouldn't take us as long as one would imagine. So, I don't know what to talk about. I just want to get a video recorded for this, because it's been a while since I've had a long video here with this. I could go on for a little while longer. Technically, I don't even need to talk. I just draw. I guess what I can say, though, is that I have been getting a very strange feeling when thinking about the later episodes and all the characters basically doing their own thing. It's like a weird, strange feeling of pride. Advanced pride. Just imagining these characters who are doing something, and then doing another set of characters doing a completely different thing opposed to that. You know, this one particular scene that I have in mind with Gwyneth and Ariella, alongside Domadora, and with 3 particular characters, with Genthru essentially just doing some major boss fight, while the other 2 are just there either, well, it depends on their definition of fun, considering what they go through in that one particular episode. It won't be until episode 12, and I don't want to talk about it too much just yet. But alongside that, not just that, but also just thinking about the side characters we're going to come across, because now we got our first instance where we come across our first full-on side character. I mean, alongside that, there's also seeing the other characters' family members. You've seen William, and then you've seen Gareth, Uncle Gareth, whom of which is part of the Torah family. And you've also seen Ariella's family as well. Whoops. And you see a little bit of Genthru's family from Nora. Nora Porus, I think. Gwyneth Torah. Yeah, that's that. I don't know why the hell I made their names sound close with one letter change. Torah and Porus. I don't even know why the names are like that. Porus. Mine, I wanted to do like, something from Lupin with Fujiko Mine, which I think kind of works perfectly for Ariella and her flirtatious personality. We haven't seen too much of it, because obviously we've only gotten like 4 episodes of her being shown. But we've seen enough to know that she's, I guess, the pervert of the group. Yeah, for lack of better words. Yeah, technically speaking. She's the flirt. And also, we've at least seen interactions with Ariella, who has taken an interest in Gwyneth and Domadora. So, obviously, she does indeed have a lot of flirtatious juices. For a lack of better words. It also doesn't help that I'm tired. Both tired and exhausted. It's, 2 days back from vacation. 2 days, second day working, and my God, I drunk all of my Mepsi. And I don't want to get more because I don't want to stay up. You know what I mean? Man. It is kind of... I really do hope that one day I can get to a point where I don't have to work in this place anymore. And I can do this kind of stuff for a living. YouTube, drawing, creating. That's what I want to do. I mean, I don't know if YouTube would ever really kick off. We are still like... We're below the 30s, but we're still trucking along. Despite that. Why? Because why not? And it is fun just being able to create these things and also help try to like give myself a little bit more, what's the word? I guess help with talking or hanging out more. Letting this side of... Whoops, that's not the right one. You can't see it, but I've changed the... I pasted the wrong word. Yeah, it still doesn't help when I'm like from at work and tired, and I guess when I'm not at work I'm much happier and a lot more talkative. Aside from that, YouTube has helped let me nope, not that one, of course. Let me let my emotions out a little bit more, so that's great. It still doesn't change the fact that we're miserable being in this place. And really just seems like just constantly having to deal with supervisors always trying to find something to complain about. I don't know why. I'm not sure. It just doesn't make any sense to me. So alongside that and almost falsely blaming me for something I wasn't even there in work for, on paperwork instance, it was on the 17th, and that was when my vacation was right there. Right there. I remember it. Remember it vividly. I don't exactly remember what I was doing, but I remember I was at home, and nowhere near that shithole. Yep. So yeah, that was the annoying thing. I reminded him, and then he just, he still said, "Oh, always make sure to fill that out," or some shit. Like, I haven't been there for like 4 times longer than he has. I know what I need to do. I might be tired and groggy all the goddamn time, but that doesn't change the fact that I don't know. I do know. I do know what I need to do. I'm just always damn tired and not wanting to have to be there. I don't even know if he understands that. Surely he does. I mean, I don't know how you wouldn't see it any other way. I still do the goddamn work. I just don't like having to do it. Because it's so tiring having to stand in the same damn spot for hours on end. You can't blame him for most of it, because for a large majority, some of the employees on the frickin' shift just... A lot of problems with the machines, and the machines are already fucking complete another trite. So added on to the constant calling of him, he probably just as done with this place as I am, but you know... Me and my habit of being angry at the middleman kind of deal, even though I don't even think this is just the middleman, it's just somebody who's as done with this place as I am. Maybe, I don't know, I'm tired. I'm always tired. I can never go to sleep on time. I think I used the wrong freaking color for the cape. Wait a minute, no I didn't. I just shaded that in a little bit darker than it needs to. This is right, it's just the back end is supposed to be this, I think. Or did I also screw that up? Let me see. Go zoom. Well, that's fine, but what about the others? You know, I would take a good guess that I probably screwed up the coloring a tiny... No, I didn't screw up the coloring. Okay, so... yeah, no, it is supposed to be like that. It's just episode 2's, what do you call it, is a little bit more darker because of the shading, right? Of course. I should definitely try to at least get some sleep in, because if I can finish this today, or in this case Tuesday, because this is being posted on a Thursday, technically a Friday, you know how annoying it is to have to, like, my day doesn't end until I go to sleep, and now it's Friday. As technically speaking, right now it is Wednesday, but this is not considered my Wednesday. The problem of being on like an afternoon shift and having my bedtime be at like should be at 4 a.m., but I don't, and that's the problem. I can't. Sometimes I just can't force myself to just go straight to sleep, because I just want to like do more things. It's annoying, you know what I mean? It's very annoying. But, yeah, I'm tired. Alright, Ariella, you're next, unless I missed something on Gwyneth, but I don't think I did. I didn't really talk too much about Gwyneth's physique. Gwyneth has, like, average breast size, but not a giant, ass. Like, look at Ariella right here. Jesus, look at the size of her breasts, and probably Ash is just as big thanks to this giant thing, but we can't exactly see it. Well, if you've seen one of them, then I guess you probably would, you guys didn't see it on YouTube, but you guys on DeviantArt have. With Ariella in the bathtub. Oh, actually, never mind. You can't really see it. Her ass is hidden, but we don't even know how big her ass is. Well, let's just assume that she's luckily endowed with all the things. No, that's not where you're supposed to go. You're supposed to go here. With all the things that make most women jealous. Some are not jealous, and some are like, I'm happy the way I look. And that's what you should be proud of. Unless you're Beatrice, who literally is, born to a family who has perfect bodies. But you make up for it with your powerful ice spell. Your, aqua ice magic. I would say that's the one good thing that she's got amongst her family. Is her powerful, magic powers. And her abilities to basically compete with pretty much anybody. And come up on top, except against her brother. Which it's, it depends. Could be a tie, could be... It's just that short behind. Sibling rivalry, basically. Oh, I digress. There is definitely a huge difference between their physique. Although Gwyneth is a little bit taller from everything that I've seen, she does seem to be a little bit more taller than Ariella. So she does have the height difference. I don't know how tall they are exactly. I haven't really looked into that too much. I should have. I don't think I've ever really drawn them together in one space on the same plane. And episode 4 doesn't really count. I'm going to go over to there and show you it real quick. This doesn't exactly count because of the perspective. It's hard to really say. I think Ganthru is a little bit closer in, but he's taller than Damodora. As you saw in... Was it the previous episode? As you've seen in this episode, with him being a little bit taller than Damodora. I think the idea is Damodora is the shortest, maybe, of the group. Followed by Ariella Mine, then Gwyneth, and then Ganthru being the tallest. If I were to have to try to, get their sizes to be relatively, consistent, that would be the size. Although Damodora's not, full-on short, he's closer to Ariella's height, I would have to say, then. Whereas Genthru is pretty much like, I think his head would probably be like right here, maybe. And Domodora's head would probably be right here. It's weird being the shortest of the group, even amongst these two ladies over here. Well, Gwyneth's tall. It's really just Ariella that's mostly just all about short, average size. I don't know how tall she is. She could be very tall. Well, I don't know what this particular perspective is. You might be tall, or it's just, I don't know, you're all like on a step or something. Either way, I don't know the heights. It's like Steven Universe over here with heights. We don't know the heights. I think most of the time it doesn't really matter as much because it's basically just comic covers. Now, if I were to ever get this to a point where it's, full-on animated series, then maybe I'll try to get like a good height map set. Or at least give the information. Oh, wait a minute. No, this is Sapphire, not that. Or at least give information to... Oh, wait, right. Why do I have so many sapphires here? Yeah, the necklace isn't exactly gonna help here. I think, technically speaking now, similar to Domodora and Genthru, I can probably get rid of most of these colors for the Sapphire Gemstone, because now it looks like this. Keep the rings, though, but we got the outfit, and then there's the cape, which I don't really have, but there's only really one cape instance, and that's the back end. I mean, pretty much anything white there is what yours outfit is. I'm going to save your... Whoops. I'm going to save your swatch over here real quick, just so I have that set. So, yeah, this... that's pretty much all I have to say in that department about their height. I don't know where else I could have gone with that. Domodora is probably the shortest. Yep. And I know one friend who would probably like... maybe not. Well, it depends. The Discord friend, and I've talked about a few times here, whom of which is like 6 foot tall. She is 6 foot tall. Insane, right? And cool. I was going to say a different word, but didn't want to boost her ego too much. You know, there is no ego to be boosted, at least I don't think. Not that I've noticed. I don't notice those kinds of things. You really need to stop grabbing a window and start clicking. I need to, like, click above. Why is it like that? God, I hate it when it's like that. Alright, anywho's and what's. Yeah, it depends. I could probably ask. And go to Discord real quick. What do you think about short guys? What do you think about short guys? I'm gonna blow her. If she, whether like or dislike, if she, I'm gonna blow her mind when I tell her that, yes, Domodora is a short stack. He's small as fuck. He's small. We're gonna see. Are we gonna get our answer? Don't know, because I don't think she's on my mind. She's either asleep or I don't remember. I don't know our time zones. And also, I don't know if sleep schedule is somewhat similar. I think I'm just around like 6 foot. I don't exactly know the exact height anymore. I haven't looked. All I know is that I'm close to 6. Ow, my back. Maybe not anymore with the frickin' vibrating platform shifting. Oh, hey, notifications. Well, guess what? Domodora is the shortest of the 4. Oh, question mark. There we go. Oh, guess what? Domodora is the shortest of the 4. Well, I guess Domodora's a manlet now. I'm sorry, Domodora. He's a shorty. That's right. Shorter than Ariella. Only by a small amount, but still small. Yep. Wowie. Indeed. I don't know why I'm not getting notifications, but I guess it's fine. I can still see the bottom being like, hey, number 1. Number 1! I don't know by how much, but he is definitely short. Definitely short. Maybe I could... Well, it's not the best example because of perspective, but he is significantly shorter than Genthru, at least. Because of perspective. I don't know how well I got most of the perspective there. Because it is perspective, it looks like Melena's a freaking giant. I guess that's kind of the truth. I'm pretty sure Melena and Gwyneth probably share the same height. But if that's the case, then that means Gwyneth kind of somewhat towers over. Wait, hold on. This is actually a good example. Hold on, let me see. I know this perspective-wise because he's further back. But here's Domidora's short height. Probably a little bit more smaller than that. I have no idea. So if that would be like right here, would that mean Genthru's height would be like this? So then would that mean Genthru would probably be just about like right here or something? Okay, well that's not the main thing I'm looking at. Okay, so if we were to move this back a bit, and if this is basically that, then that means this is where freaking Domidora's head would meet. If that's the case, hold on. Yeah, he would be the same height as this lady in the back here. She would be slightly taller. This is probably Gwyneth's height. Domidora would then probably be just about like, I don't know, right here or so. Maybe like less so. Definitely is the tallest of the group. And Ariella would probably be like a tiny bit, but not by that much. And then Gwyneth would be like this much. That is weird to think. So Gwyneth is tall. Really tall then. If that's the perspective, if that's the size height we want to go for. And Gwyneth kind of comes close up to Genthru's height, but not by much. God dang it. I didn't want to press that. Why'd you press that? So yeah, there you have it. Domidora is actually pretty freaking short. I know there's got to be some way to like showcase that a little bit better, but maybe whenever we draw these, yeah, I mean there is that one drawing. There is that one drawing from a long time ago. Remember that old episode of Art Time? Yep, old episode. Still the coolest, though, so far with all the stuff that we've made here. I know with his long... I mean, it's really difficult to tell, because, again, they're all over the place still. They're still all over the freaking place, so it's difficult to tell. Anyways, I'm wasting time here that I need to be spending getting this close to done with fast. So, yes. There you have it, folks. Domidora's short. It's a good thing he's cute, I guess. Because I'm pretty sure that just a lot of people would probably like, that particular size for somebody of that particular nature. Oh, yeah. Well, I guess boobs are probably big enough to hide the white parts behind that thing there. So, any who's and wits, yeah, there you have it. Okay, so, aside from the cape and one shoulder, that's pretty much all there is of Ariella, or Gwenella, or Ariellaneth, whatever the frick their goddamn ship name would probably be. Well, it's probably... It's probably something similar to, what was that called again? No, which was, yeah, Yumi Hisu, or Ymir Historia ship name. It's not Historia, it's not Ymir, it's Yumi Hisu, which I'm not entirely too sure why that's exactly like that. Also, am I looking at this right? Oh wait, no, that is her hair. I forgot to draw her cape. Cool. Great. Fantastic. Well, I guess you go here and cape will probably go here. Cool, I forgot the cape. The back part cape. Man, it's a good thing this episode isn't completely Genthru or Damadora centric. That doesn't mean they're not a part of the episode. It just means that a lot of the main focus here consists mostly with these two here. Gwyneth, for the most part, primarily because, well, she's somewhat the main character. She is the first character introduced into the series, so Gwyneth is technically the main character. In all sense of the definition, I do have to declare that she is indeed, Gwyneth is in fact, the main character. What the? Oh, never mind. I did something stupid there. It's fine. It's an easy fix. There we go. Awesome. Great. Good thing we're having most of their body. It's good to do this to where most of their bodies isn't entirely shown, so I can put more in here. I want to try to get most characters by. We don't know what her legs look like. She could be wearing heels. She could be wearing boots. She could be wearing nothing. Who knows? She could be going full on Damadora. Maybe not. But a nurse probably doing that is not really sanitary. Whoops. I meant to go back one more. You fool. Okay, cool. Great. So I can't really call her the first side character. But the first side character that is being made on the cover, no, there's also Gwyneth's grandmother. I don't know. Another side character we get to see. A nurse girl. And if I remember correctly, she's going to have light blue hair. Yes, sirree. So now I gotta create a whole new swatch for her, as opposed to just following the swatch that we have in that one department. I mean, I would think that she is probably a... Actually, that was just a good question, me. Was she an aqua nature user, or an aqua water user, or a nature poison user? I guess you don't really have to have the same hair color, as your element. You can have blue hair and be a freaking gravity person, for all I care. It's, what the person looks like. You don't even have to dress up. I mean, look at Gwyneth over here wearing blue, yellow, and white. She's a pyro user. I guess she still has fire red hair, but, unlike Ariella here, who's all blue and white. You get the point, honestly. It's the characters don't have to match their elements like, the people in the Chrome Wars universe kind of need to match their faction, which makes sense because you gotta match your faction, right? Who the hell is gonna go out into the war zone and dress in a different color, making them look like they're from a different faction? I guess... Well, I don't know. I don't know much about military nonsense. But do military people, have a specific kind of color that they wear when they're, Oh, wait a minute. I don't think there's anything there. I don't know. I could be just generalizing it, which is not a good thing to do, but it's a thing that we've done right here. Well, we've done inadvertently or ignorantly before in the past, so what difference does it make at this point? It's kind of like, yeah, it happened. It does happen. Green, I would say red more so makes the most sense. Red, pink, pinkish red. Too bright. There. Ah, this nurse. Hello, nurse. So she's at least maybe the nurse of the village. I made her look a little bit too fancy, but I guess it's fine. We can definitely make her a fancy lady. Maybe make her clothing color be not as fancy. You know, like tans and browns and whatnot. She tried to be... I mean, all the villagers don't have to be in poverty. You can have people who can dress like this and live in a village. Not like villagers are downright poor. It's like modern people working in modern, like, places and whatnot. Maybe a little bit brighter, but not too bright. Okay. Eyes. That's essentially what I think the villages are supposed to be. It's like usual suburban households and whatnot that you see nowadays. Well, even then, that's kind of becoming a little bit more difficult to strive for. Where before you had to be a thousandaire, now you have to be a 10,000aire. Not cool, I must say. Not cool at all. Alright, I gotta grab a mouth and tongue swatch from something here. Elementals Reborn, characters. I guess just call her Village Nurse for now. I don't know what her name is going to be yet. I don't know. I'm uncertain. Right now, I'm just calling her Village Nurse for the sake of simplicity and giving her a name. I should, theoretically, be able to get this done with today. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't think the background's going to be that complex. But again, we'll see what happens. Right now, for the most cutest feature that she has on her body right now is this cute little band-aid right here. It should be tannish, though. What color of tan? Lighter. Maybe like 89. More orangish. Well, that's not orange, but that works. I think that's supposed to be that, but the next one is supposed to be orange, right? Yep. And of course, the bandage will have the red here. I think, unless we want that to blend in instead. It could just blend in instead. But basically just use this color, actually. Well, I can't see the damn thing. There we go. There. Now it doesn't look as out there. I hope this outfit isn't as complex. I mean, I might draw her again in like a mature drawing. Who knows? We'll see. There's things that we can do with our characters, because I can do those things. Let's see. I could just have this somewhat match that there. It's a strange looking hair tie, though, I will say. But that's a fine. That's a fine. Mostly going to be like tans and browns and whatnot. Maybe like some whites as well. I mean, royalty has a very unique look to it. But, hard to say where to draw the line. Because if I have... Oh, you fool. It's called a headband, not a hairband. You idiot. There we go. Fixed. I fixed that discrepancy. Alright, awesome. Oh wait, shit, I was supposed to save your mouth color. Right, hold on. Mouth. Tongue. I probably should have also saved the teeth. It's fine, teeth. There. Alright, good. I don't know, I guess I put the bandage in front. No, bandage number 2 down there, you fool. Why is the tongue moved over there? You dumbass. There. Okay, cool, great. Okay, back to this. She definitely does got a lot going for her right here. A whole lot. Whoops. Yes, sirree. A lot she does have. Wait a minute. Alright, there we go. Okay, where were we? Damn it. Got a damn frog in my throat that just won't dissipate. That's fine. Let's see. A black raven feather? Usually feathers are white, but I'm going to go for a little bit more of a dark raven feather. Feather. Number 1. Don't know how this is going to look though, but I guess it probably could be a little bit more brighter and bluish. Brighter than that. Feather number 2. Well, that's another good thing I can use there. Although feathers are so simplistic, I usually try to go all out in certain particular mature drawings, so I don't know. Maybe the feather's a bit too simplistic. Yep. Right, the last bit of hair here. I guess I could just do hair 1D. Yep, 1D. They can work just fine. Yeah, she's going to require a little bit more effort to get done with because she's got a lot more swatches and stuff to set up here. Yeah, I guess we could do something like this. And we can have this part over here. The tan portion. I don't know if we would ever have her in the, the scene again. Later in later episodes or something. We could definitely do some more with certain characters, but yeah, it's hard to say. It's hard to say, really. Alright, let's get the shirt in, I guess. Or I should call it a dress. God. Okay, at least it's saved that. At least it copied that, I should say. Nah, it's gotta be a little bit more vibrant. There we go. Alright, dress number 1. I guess this one could be a bit brighter. Yeah. This seemed more like village coloring. I must say. I do say. Nothing too white outside of maybe like white handkerchief. Handkerchief. Chief. Ball. Alright, let's see. Torso. I guess this is still part of the dress. So let's make this strap a little bit more darker. Oh, for a second I thought you weren't going to do it. Yeah, now that is what I'm talking about. I just pressed the damn... Okay, no, I didn't. I thought I did almost, but I didn't. Oy. Mine, I hate being tired. Alright, so I can definitely use basically just the same color for most of it. For most. I guess... Oops. Oh, I don't even have most... it's fine. I guess I could still do this for like the arm wrap. So we'll call this an arm wrap. And you could probably look, yeah, like this. Another arm wrap. Number 2. Number 2. Right, glove. Glove, glove, glove. I'll probably use this color. Seems like a good color for a glove. Makes sense, honestly. It also, whoops, new glove number 1. Technically, that is where that is. That is, this is the glove. It's a long glove. It goes all the way up to here. Put it under this wrap that you've got going, and boom. Circulation central. Nah, it's not that tight. But it's tight enough to not let germs and disease inside. This one could probably actually be a little bit, whoops, darker. Not that dark. Yeah, like that. Glove number 2. Alright, so I guess I could probably talk about the scene that's happening here, if I can remember to write it up in the actual, in the actual episode. So right now, she's spastic, trying to, wait, no, that is supposed to be like that. She's trying to figure out, trying to get an antidote from this creature's quills, and here's one of the quills that were left behind. However, she can't get the antidote because as soon as the quill enters somebody's body, all the poison is ejected inside of them, and they become paralyzed. Now, the poison can be removed, but the problem is, removing it dilutes the poison, and in terms of doing so, tweezer, makes it so that you can't create a potent antidote. It will not work. Okay, I don't know if I need to save this tweezer. God damn it, mute. Why are you even still active? I'll hold off on coloring that until I get the creature's quills going. But, yeah. She can't get the antidote from the creature. So, these 4 are tasked, well, god damn it. These 2, Genthru and Domadora, are tasked with taking this thing down. It won't be easy. Killing a creature like that is going to be vitally difficult. Why did I say it like that? I don't know. And I'm tired. But trying to kill a creature whose quills can be shot and can cause the victim, the one who gets hit by it, to be paralyzed. It's a very difficult opponent to fight, unless you yourself have an innate immunity to poison. And none of these people here have any skills invested in nature poison to at least have some resistance. That's not to say that they're 100% resistant towards poison, it's just their body is able to process the poison better. It still affects them, but not as bad as, those who don't have poison resistance. Which, makes sense. Right, Cat? And the cat's just sleeping. Alright, now for the next part of the dress. Oops. We've been at this so far for almost an hour. Almost. Not quite, but we're getting there. Slowly but surely, we are getting to an hour. Nah, let's make it a little bit more darker red. Yeah, there we go. Dress number 5. It depends on what I want her entire dress to look like. Difficult to say the least. She even got a little cape. Not really that important, she just has a cape. It could be like a nice mediator between dresses, maybe? Or maybe this could be like the bottom part of the dress. For the entirety of it, at least. And then I still gotta get this part of the dress here done with. And then the apron. Because I could probably have the apron be on its own little department. So yeah, sure, we could do that. Apron. Weird place for an apron, but I think the apron kind of just wraps around like a couple of parts, or a few parts. Or maybe it's a part of the dress. Maybe it's sewed into the dress. How the hell do you get out of it, though? Ooh, that's a good question, but I guess it doesn't exactly matter. I guess it can have this kind of strapping. So there's our apron number 1. Put that beneath the glove, I guess, and the arm wrap. No, not yet. Yeah, that's the color we're using. Okay, then I guess I could use a bit of a darker color then. Is that too dark? Yeah, it's a bit too dark. There we go. Apron number 2. Even though I feel like that should be a little bit more further inwards, but I guess it's fine. Unless I want this to be the apron? Maybe not. I'm not sure exactly. I could probably do a different shade of this color. Seems like a brighter version of that, unless I make this pinkish. Or I make this more of a dull tannish color. So maybe like 80%. Yeah, there we go. Don't forget she's in the village, so she doesn't have like the best looking apron, but it still looks pretty cool. So it doesn't matter if it's not like golden and regal looking. She still looks pretty cool. I guess that's basically going to be a theme for most of the things here. It's also a bit, different. Is this? Okay, no, this is D then. It's also a bit different in the sense that we have like a group of 4 royals, so to speak, as our main characters. Albeit all of them have their own little issues. It's just like, a lot of royalty and whatnot. But we can still have instances where royal people, being looked down upon by certain groups, like, the Bandit Gang guy. It's hard to say, really, but it is definitely unique compared to most other things where it's like, you gotta relate to the person. You don't need to relate to the person. How the hell am I gonna relate to half dog, half demon, barefoot, wearing kimono? I'm still gonna watch the damn show. Don't matter if I can't relate to it or not. Don't matter none at all. Oh yeah, wait, right. This was supposed to essentially just be the back end of the cape, so technically the cape looks like this. It basically just looks like this, but with that there. I guess, yeah, I can go on ahead and put these 2 color swatches here. I don't really believe you really need to relate to a character to enjoy watching a show. If the show is interesting and fun, then it's not that important. Village nurse. I mean, I doubt anybody can really relate to anyone with like the ability to essentially turn themselves into Johnny Bravo with Doug Dimmadome hair to beat up a cat creature girl thing, guy, whatever the hell they are. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. Pretty sure not many people are going to be able to relate to that. Pretty sure. Alright, now for the Quillzelic. I think I called it. Yes, the Quillzelic. Because I can't exactly think of... it's good to have, like, strange names, different names, and whatnot. Alright, the Quillzelic is a quill creature. It is, how you say, dangerous. I think it's a mammal. It has to be a mammal, obviously. It's like a mixture between a porcupine and a bear. Kind of looks like, I don't know, definitely not a Pokemon, that's for certain, but it looks like some kind of monster mom creature. I don't know. You probably would know that better than me. Probably. It's, I believe, supposed to essentially be a, what do you call it? A little bit more like this. A nature poison creature. You would think, you know, electric, paralytic, kind of paralyzing. Yeah, that's the word. You would think that would probably be its, like, main magic power. But it's not. It's a poison nature. It injects people with poison. That paralyzes them. I guess I'll just call this part fur, even though it's not exactly fur, so to speak. And I guess then the fur here would also just be the whiskers. Probably. Yeah, sure. No, you fool. Alright, let's see. Now for the quills. I put the bodies there as a mean I get a good idea of where these quills are going to be. Now, the question is, what should the quill look like? And also, other good question is, where the hell did it start? I guess look for the lowest one. Now, a little bit brighter. Okay, well, it's not going to help if it's not below the head. Whoops. Maybe darker then. Darker and more bluish? Maybe this color, but bring it to like 55. Maybe? Okay, how about 40? No, that's too much saturation. Maybe it's not. Maybe this, nah, that seems a bit too bright. Alright, dial it back, 40, how about 35 saturation? Okay, no, that's fine, that'll work. Quills. Now that we got the quills there, I can go on ahead and over to this thing and get the quill here. Just quill. No, fill. However, no, you. I'll decrease the saturation a bit, and the darkness a little bit, to make it look like it was drained of its poison and whatnot. Alright, good. Great, fantastic. Going back. Most of the quills should be easy enough for me to get made here. Provided everything is where it needs to be and all the body bits are not really being shown. It's supposed to also look like it's kind of in combat mode, so most of its quills are like going out. A porcupine bear. Matter of fact, I wonder, is there such a thing as a porcupine bear? Is there? I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe porcupines are essentially... No, are they? I have no idea. I don't even know what they're just porcupines to me. They might be from some animal class that I can't really remember right now, but it's fine. No, what matters right now is for us to get this done with. Whoops. The hell's making that noise? It's not the cat, because the cat's on the bed. Anywho's in wits. Yes, wait. Oh, yeah, that's right, because you're technically supposed to be... Okay, so this is where the quills are going to go a little bit off. Just a little bit. Because now the quills here are supposed to show that the creature is kind of going a little bit more inward. So now we have quill 2G over here. And I think... I don't know where the hell this thing is. I can't see it. No. Here? Here it is. I think that's it. I don't think you can even see that many of the quills either. Alright, that's fine. Here comes quills 2I. From 2H. It has been almost an hour. I don't know how long the texture and shading part's going to be. Probably not as long as this, but I'm really hoping I can get this done with. I really do. Oh wait, hold on, I need the skin. Obviously the skin would be here. This is not the quills. This is the paw. Then there's the claws. It depends on what the hell this is going to look like. Yeah, it looks like multiple different creatures put together. Now this is a chimera. Bear, porcupine, mole. This is what you call a combination of several animals put into one. Which does look pretty cool though, still. Alright, time for quills 4. A lot of quills here to get done with. Yeesh. Getting the shading for this is going to be a little bit of a pain in the ass. But it's fine. Yeah, I also got to remember that when I get this posted, I need to update the World of Etheria map. I got to go on ahead and put down the village here, which I guess I can show you where it is. So in case I do somehow freaking forget. Yeah, here it is. This village, I believe, is right here. Right near the Nature Kingdom. Right here. So they are in this here little village, this forest. And whatnot. And you can see all these like villages and castles and all that stuff. There is a significant amount of stuff here in this world, but we haven't really seen too much. I also want to fix this damn thing. It's nice to see a world map, though, like this complex. Because the other world map I have of Chrome Wars is, well, where did I put these again? Oh, right. I don't have them on here. I have them on my drive, I believe. Pretty sure. Folder icons. Because I haven't worked with any folder icons in ages, so I didn't really need it that much. Alright, that should be everything from the Quillzetic. A Quillzetic. Yeah, I guess it would be a friggin' Pokemon, would it? But it ain't. It's Elementals Reborn creature. Which we apparently have a lot of creatures here. Quillzetic. Quillzetic. Go. Cool. Great. Fantastic. Delete all of that, because because I might have like a different, what do you call it here? Is that everything? Everything that I can show here. So yeah, there we go. I also like the fact that she's technically pointing to the creature, even though this is two different scenes. Similar to episode 5, but it's not going to be like the same with the divider that we have in episode 5. You're just gonna keep licking your chaps, cat. Looking at me. Freaking cat just licking her chaps. You just woke up. How are you licking your chaps? You gonna come over to me now? And there she was. I don't know if you could see her, because the camera is a little bit more higher up than usual, I think. Kind of. And this is still fucking... Why does it have to keep sticking out? Well, anyways, wow, we got to the shading portion at the right time for this to be an hour. I gotta get this done with today. Or Tuesday, which is, in my current instance, today. Because I want to try to get the 14th episode of Adventurous Army posted tomorrow. After I spend an hour of trying to make the first zone's music with a pair of headphones on to make sure that everything sounds the way it needs to sound, and try to... I know it's going to take a while. It's going to take more than an hour, but I'm going to try to get as much as I can get done within an hour, and then work on Adventurous Army. At least work until 12, and then go to Adventurous Army. Because that's more important. It's vitally important. It's extremely important. It's so damn important. We need to make sure that we work on that and then post it. And then we post the next hardcore mature drawing, most likely Sunday. Even though I have no subscribers currently, everybody has spent the money that they wanted to spend and haven't renewed yet. I'm still going to post it to show that, yes, I am still active. Yes, I know this is a late post, but it's fine. It's fine. It is what it is. I still posted it on March. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. It is Wednesday. It's going to be on a Wednesday. Hopefully yesterday. Well, the board does say no Saturday. They could change their freaking mind on the flip side, and I'm on the line that has the most Saturdays, apparently. Seems like we're doing good, though. Last we left off, there was only like 2 freaking orders of this goddamn thing that we acronymed as PIF. Well, yeah, a little less than 2 orders, so we better be freaking done with that. That order sucks. Because of all the goddamn paperwork you have to, like, keep up with. We're going to one that sucks a little bit less, but still kind of sucks because they really want the damn tags to be on a certain side of the product. Don't really like having to do that because trying to remember to put certain trying to remember to put the tags on is okay. I guess this is just going to be a curl now. Trying to remember to put tags on certain things is a bit of a pain when I'm trying to like keep my sanity and either talk to myself or think to myself, depending on. It's getting even more curlier. How's it going out even further? God, Jesus. God, Jesus? So, yeah. Yeah, that's what we're going to have to deal with tomorrow, but it's less of a frustration than having to deal with PIFs. Of all the freaking orders to come back on vacation 2 days in a goddamn row. It's fine, though. I'd say we got through it, but it still takes a while. Ah, shit, I forgot about the line here. It's fine. I can get the line in. This line here is the only thing keeping Gwyneth's shoulder pad things in check. I don't know where the hell it comes from. No mouse, you're just gonna look at me. Stare into me. Or stare in my eyes. Ow. My shoulder. I don't think that one is full-on black, but honestly, I don't even think it matters. It doesn't... I don't think the shading there is even that noticeable. Do you know that that is 10% black, 26, 26, 26? That's the basic black, and basic white is basically just, 90%, 229 on all fronts. That's how I do those, so that they have some abilities to be shaded. It's why they can be brighter. It's because they are not the brightest they can be. But, yeah, the what you call it. This is 10% on the dark gray spectrum. I guess technically it's not black, it's dark gray. Black is if it's 0. White is if it's 255. All in all, it's a relatively simplistic procedure that I have been doing for all of this, drawing in general. Not just the series, but drawing in general. Okay. Alright. I just needed to make sure I was on mid-tone, because that looked a bit strange, unlike the others, which looked fine at first, but then something looked off. But no, it's not that. Mid-tone would look like this. Mid-tones work perfectly in getting like the perfect kind of shade. Mid-tone in both dodge and burn. Highlight for dodge works perfectly for like getting a much shinier look. Mid-tone is like my most common burn and dodge tool. I use highlight sometimes if I need something with a little bit more shine to it. Oh, wait a minute. Are you a different nail? Well, it doesn't help that I selected finger and not nail. But anyways, yeah, that is my most common tool, range to use for burn and mid-tone. Or burn and dodge, I mean. So, yeah, that's basically it. I don't really use shadow for much of anything else. Outside of maybe like trying to get a more darker and like decrepit wall for like macabre and horror-based stuff. But even then, that doesn't help as much either. I gotta say, the Lustful Horrors pilot like really shined with the effects and the decrepitation of the buildings that's surrounding these creatures. The spirit, the demon, the Eldritch monster, the Eldritch lady. I can't wait to see what Lustful Horrors Night Before Graduation is going to be like. That one's going to have to be pretty decrepit. Well, it depends on what monster goes after who. And since I've said this in the last episode, I can go on ahead and say it here, since I technically said it in Game Crafters, but some of y'all probably don't watch Game Crafters and sticks with the art videos or the game videos. I mean, it makes sense. Right now we're in the part of Game Crafters where I'm trying to stall for time to get this damn music done with. And once the music is done with, we can go on ahead and get the grid space worked on. Oh, wait, we're not on the layer. And get the grid space worked on. And then, hopefully, maybe, just maybe, we can get the first zone fully done with. Optimize and put a lot of things into it. Optimization and some secret thing I'm going to do off camera, obviously. But aside from that, there isn't really that much else I would need to do. I'm pretty sure most of Game Crafters, once we've finished the first zone, is just going to be zone building and maybe some level building here and there. I'm pretty sure people would like to see some level building. I'm definitely at least going to get like a few levels built like off camera first to get the hang of like screenshotting the level and or I don't know, doing something to get the levels game objects and then putting it into a texture for the plane to use. That's something I'm going to learn to do, which I guess is a good thing to learn to do. Anyways, because technically, yeah, this game is simplistic. But to make it so that textures are on the level icons, it's a way better call than having blocks there. My mind right now is like, in the moment when I was making the plan, was thinking, I'll just place the blocks there like I was planning on doing in the Dreams version of Paint Maze, which, you can't exactly get textures in Dreams. So the only way that would have worked is I just put a bunch of blocks there. And with Dreams, it's not really, the freaking thermo is just very much killer. Well, I guess the best way I can describe it is right now where we're at with the first zone. Dreams would be overloading right now. The thermometer would go way past reasonable levels. The PS5 would explode because it wouldn't be able to handle neutron style. And, oh wait, right. Yeah, this is where I use most of the highlights. And, of course, that means that the game wouldn't really work as well in terms of getting, like, world map and whatnot. Which sucks. It does suck a lot. But that's fine, because we basically got to the point where we're at now in Dreams. Albeit, well, technically the texture, or the world map, the first one in Dreams wasn't really done with. And we didn't really get too far with a lot of the stuff there. We're doing better, and I'm keeping up with this, like, every week. I'm going to keep doing that. Even if the content doesn't get a lot of views, because not a lot of people want to just see me build with blocks. Even if that's not... some people are watching this, right? Seeing me draw, do the same thing over and over again, talk about random stuff. People still watch it. So there is some, like, merit in seeing a creator at work, I guess. I don't do as much Well, I can't really say I don't do as much gaming anymore. We got Sonic Adventures 2, Play-Doh, Minecraft, Terraria. Although, Minecraft and Terraria is all about building at this point. Which, the next episode, not the one that's coming up this next, but the next after the next. Episode 13. I think what I'm going to do is, oh, wait a minute. I just realized something. You look a little bit too skinny. It looks a bit unhealthy. Also, I think I'm trying to get like a nice, like, curved back going. So if we do a curved back, do this. Anyways, as I was saying, the 13th episode I have planned on doing is we're going to go into the... Well, first we're going to use a... Wait, what? No, hold on. Where am I? What? What happened? I erased something. Where the hell am I? Hold on, let me scroll the Gwyneth over here, whatever the fuck. Or Ariella, I mean. What? Where is this? I'm scrolling through this, and I'm not seeing the highlighted layer. Oh, I'm in the wrong... Wait. No. There you are. Jesus. Are you trying to tell me that I did the stupid here? Which I believe, I'm pretty much the benefactor of the stupid. But, stop it. Alright? Okay, yeah, that seems a lot healthier. Ariella has a bust to her. It wouldn't make any sense if she was a Barbie doll. Sure, she's got big boobs and big ass, so she needs to have a body that matches that. Not something that looks as unhealthy as hell. We want to try to keep at least some realism in this fantasy world. We're not going for One Piece design. Even though the travel around the world and meeting a bunch of people is kind of like the same premise, although I guess one major difference here is you're not really fighting against... Well, no, there's eventually going to be the Dark Mages. You know the Dark Mages, we've talked about them before. And they're probably going to most likely be like a major antagonistic force for like everybody. Not just these four, but everybody. I mean, it makes sense. If I remember correctly, the Dark Mages, they worship Archasius, the god of darkness. Basically the bad god, for lack of, better words. They worship him and everything he stands for. And they scorn Hestrena's guidance, the goddess of light. I don't know how the hell I got Hestrena and Archasius. I think I got it by combining some names and whatnot to try to make it sound godlike, Greek gods, Norse gods. I was questioning if that was right, but I was like, no, it is Norse mythology. My brain is trying to say North mythology. The burden of Horth mythology is too great for all. I remember seeing a comment saying it sounded like he said that. Which, if you read Horth mythology as he says hospitality, then I guess it could sound close to him saying Horth mythology. Anyways, wait, wasn't I going to talk about lustful horrors? Yeah, I was. Right, I kind of got sidetracked again. That's a common thing. I was about to get sidetracked talking about the weird story that I was planning on saying in Gamecraft. We're not going to do that. So, yeah, lustful horrors. We were going to talk about that. Jesus. So, yeah. A lot of people have voted for Kiriko. God, it's so hard to remember names. Atsuko being the albino girl. Kyoko being the nerd. Kuriko being the energetic happy girl. Did I get everything for you? I think I did. Masako being the horror-loving art girl. Ryoko being the delinquent bossy girl. And Takako being the shy girl. There we go. Okay, Jesus, it's such a pain in the ass to remember. I've been trying to remember their names. Certain names are just a pain in the ass for me to remember. Shikama and Yasashi I've remembered a lot because they're like the main characters of Nova Guardians. And I was hoping on trying to get an episode of Nova Guardians done with early April, but vacation didn't really pan out the way I thought it was going to pan out, and now we're just kind of flying by the seat of our pants trying to get stuff done with. And I'm a little annoyed. I'm a little freaking annoyed. So annoyed. I could have gotten a huge head start. I need to start accumulating huge head starts. The drawings are only going to get more complicated from here. I need head starts. The season finale, the second season finale of Pito's Fetish, warns me to have the hugest head start. The huge neutron head start that I need to have for that particular series when the time comes for that to get to its second finale. It's going to be big. You have no idea. I don't want to spoil it, but I'm pretty sure me saying it's huge is kind of a big spoilers already. So don't think anything more of it. Just know that I need a head start. I just need a head start in general. Not just for that, but for other series like the Mock Brain Horror series that I've got coming up May 2, actually. One of which does require me to have a little bit more time to get done with because it will... Yeah, Lustful Horrors, obviously. Because it is going to consist of... what do you call it? showing the 6 characters, so those that didn't see the poll can be like, ah, these are what the other characters look like. And there'll be a description there as well. Maybe I'll even put a poll. Definitely I'm going to have a thing there that says, if you don't want to be spoiled by, the image, put your mature filters on, and then go ahead and read. Because when you have the mature filters on, it hides the drawing, but it will not hide the description, which is weird. Especially if, mature story, you don't want people to read that, but then again, if it's mature filter, then they won't be able to see the story. They won't go to the story. They'll be like, this is mature, I will not read it. Obviously, that would be the way that they would go about doing that. How much time has passed so far? Okay. We're getting closer than the coloring process, that's for freaking certain. So anyways, yeah. A lot of people have voted for Kiriko. Her name is still such a pain in the ass. Try to say Kirito, but say Kiriko. That's the best way you can try to remember her name. I guess maybe that's why everybody thinks or wants her to die first. Okay, I forgot that you're supposed to be above that, right. But the vote isn't a case of, I want this person to die. No, the vote is, I think this person's going to die. I'm pretty sure that this person is going to die. And I just find it fascinating that, 14 out of 39, unless that has an update and it's now 40 or 41, unlikely that it'd be that much, but who knows. Nope, still 39. That out of 39, 14 voted that Kiriko is the one that they think is going to die. That's a lot. And the votes are very much spread out in a way that I didn't really expect. But like I've said before, what you have currently is just 6 images. I've shown you it in the last episode. I will not show you it again. Maybe you want to go see it. So look at it in the last episode. I think it's the last episode at least. It's 6 characters, each with 3 traits that describes them. Simple, really. And I guess using those traits, people can try to gauge who's going to die first. It's interesting, to say the least. That everybody, well, not everybody, but a lot of people gravitated towards Kiriko. But as I've said in Game Crafters, I can neither confirm nor deny that is, that those people who voted correctly. There is no way for me to tell you that until the drawing is made and you see the first person dead. I want to try to keep things relatively surprise-filled, right? And who knows who's coming here on YouTube to see these episodes being made. Probably not anybody who voted, but you know what? It's still good to have a sense of mystery. So, yeah, I mean, it's pretty simplistic to think. My question to y'alls is, who do you think is going to die first? Not taking any of the mature content into consideration, who do you think out of the 6 are going to die? You can vote. Just go to DeviantArt. You'll see a post there. In the posts, it'll say, who do you think is going to die first? There are going to be 6 people there. Choose. Join in on the fun. You don't have to read it, but you can vote. Maybe you want to just briefly see the image and be like, okay, I was right. I got that person right. And then click away. Or you read the story and you're like, this is way more engaging than I thought it would have been for a basically fetish drawing. A Muckrain horror one at that. I mean, don't get me wrong, it seems to be doing pretty well popular-wise. A lot of people like the whole scarousal angle of things, so you know what? Yeah, sure. Sure, why not? Scarousal. People like death by snoo snoo, but this ain't snoo snoo. I will say those who like that and have an expendable $10 when the time comes this Sunday. This Sunday. Not next Sunday, because that will be in April, and that will mean that I have failed my objective if that's out then. Which I better not fail the objective, Barney. Better not. Where I have a macabre and horror hardcore mature drawing. It's not like that bad in terms of like macabre, because it's not really macabre. It's more horror than anything else. It's basically just some girl in the shower being assaulted by a ghost girl in the shower. Can't post that on DeviantArt. Gotta be posted there. A lot of hair. And I don't know how people are going to feel about this particular drawing, but a lot of people seem to like, horror-based stuff. And it's a ghost girl. Like the usual ghost girl. Pale skin, nails, long, and, well, not long, but, something, hair, lots and lots of hair. It's in the shower, so, yeah. It's, and wet, obviously. There's also going to be wetness. It's going to be interesting what people are going to think about that. But you know what? I'm trying to go for the scarousal angle here. I tried for the furry angle once, and it didn't really do as well as I was hoping with, Courtney, Willow, and Kira? I think. Look, it's been a while since I've worked with the felines. That's another series that I kind of want to try to get back into at some point. I haven't done anything with the felines in age. Shitberg. It's fine. I haven't done anything with the felines in ages. I tried doing a comic at one point, and I've told you this before, but I'll say it again. And I only really got like 7 to 9 pages. Actually, I have the images on my phone. I can just look and see how many it is. Yep, 9. I only had 9 images. It's a lot of work for one person, and my art style doesn't exactly make it any easier to make panels. Especially since I want to put effects in it like most. That's how I ended up with, this. With this instead. Nova Guardian gives me a hell of a lot more space, though. So maybe, second season of Elementals Reborn. I'm definitely going to have to make a new setup for this. Elementals Reborn will probably be slightly smaller. I'll see if I can make it a little bit bigger. Whoops. Maybe it's not that. Maybe it's not going to be that small because it's essentially just going to be like, right now the size of this is 1980 width by 3008 height. It's going to be increased by 1.5 times, similar to how the other one was with 2732 and 1536. I still remember that number despite the fact that I haven't used it in ages, well, outside of making thumbnails because YouTube only accepts that size, but I can't seem to remember the current size. Not this size because I can't say it, but the size of the landscape, the new landscape size. It's 2732 and 1536 times 1.5. It's a 50% increase in size. Which means that, we get a little bit more pixels. And it is good. Although, sometimes I do find that even that size isn't big enough if I have, small look. The current size that I use for Pito's Fetish is twice the amount. I'm not sure why I stuck with that throughout every episode, but it's fine. Just means that there's a lot more pixels to work with. I feel like this size is the perfect size for basically every single drawing. Before, like, 2732 was kind of like perfect, but I got to a point where the drawings were getting a little bit more complicated, and there was a lot more for me to have to do in terms of textures that I felt the need to increase the size by a little bit. Now I'm at a point where I can keep it at this size because any more pixels and it just seems like it'd be a little bit too much. Certain drawings do feel like they need more pixels if there's a lot more happening in the scenery. Like, you know, I guess the flattening factory would be one of them. I should have done that. I don't think I did. I should have done that because then that means the characters would have had a little bit more pixels to them. I mean, you could still tell them apart. Actually, wait, let me see that. That would be, yeah, here it is. Same area. Yeah, it's 4098, 2304. That's the size. I should have increased that to 2 times instead of 1.5 times. Although I guess now that's 1.5 times because now that size is our current normal size. I don't know if I would ever increase the size again. Now, I'm going to be honest with you here. This size is kind of perfect. I have everything I need. The pixels are good. The textures is good. Hell, even most of the particles you can barely see if you zoom out. You got to really zoom in to see most of the particles. Right, cat? No matter, you're just going to curl your paw into a fist and grab the blanket, pull it towards you. Why is a cat with thumbs so funny? Why are you funny? That's right, I called you funny. What you gonna do about it? He's gonna keep pulling the blanket. Oh, now you got your claw stuck. You gotta stop with the claw, cat, because you get your claw stuck and you cause more holes to be made. We don't need more holes. Alright? There's already enough holes as is. Freaking, that's not even holes, that's just tears. Yeah. Animals are so goddamn destructive, I don't know why. I don't remember how big the... Man, that was album 42 that since we've done it. We're on album 53 right now, with only like 4 more drawings left to finish that off. Album 42 was when the 1000th deviation milestone came into play. That one was 8196 by 4608. Now that one was huge. That was 2 times, I think. I'm pretty sure, at least. I think it is. That was 2 times what we usually go with here. That was insane. That drawing took a couple of months to make. I'm glad I did that before YouTube. God, could you imagine how big that particular episode would be? How many parts there would be? Like, don't get me wrong. It's cool to be able to create so many of my characters in one spot. To showcase so many of my characters. Not all of them. Nova Guardians wasn't there, but then again, Nova Guardians wasn't really a focus at the time. I've even forgotten about Nova Guardians. That's probably why Nova Guardian series even exists. Is because I wanted to bring it back in some way, shape, or form, and now it's an actual series. Will it really get a lot of views and whatnot? Will it get animated? Who knows? I hope it would in the future, at some point, by some animating studio. But needless to say, this was before Nova Guardians was even really that much of a thing. It was before just like a one-off series. It was so one-off that I didn't even put it in there. And it wasn't even one-off, because I put some characters in here who only had like 1 drawing. While Nova Guardians had like at least a few. A few to its name. 1 mature, and the other one cool, badass, and the other one panic. I think that's everything here, right? Yeah. Nevertheless, whoops, that's not where I want to go. I want to go to head. Also, how long have we been at so far? Alright, almost 40 minutes. Not bad. The texture part shouldn't take too long. It is 3:05 though, and that's not good. Nope, it's 3:06. This clock is 6 minutes off, or at least 5.5 minutes off. Weird to use it like that instead of saying 5 minutes and 30 seconds, but 5.5 minutes off. It could be 6 minutes off. I don't know. How the hell is this time going slow? This is not even the computer time. I think this is using, I don't know, the usual time. It's just not keeping up. Maybe the phone's time is just a little bit off or some shit. I don't know. Maybe the computer's just off. The computer's probably off by who knows how much. I don't get why it's like that, though. It is kind of annoying. Because that means I can't get an exact time. I have to do math, and while it is simple, it's just add 5 to 6 minutes to the damn clock. Oh, now it's 3:00, so maybe it's 6. I don't know. It's hard to say, really. Well, regardless, it's taking a lot of time here that it shouldn't be taking. Anyways, we hopefully should be able to get done with this soon, right? Yes. Man, this is going to be a little tricky because of the way the quills here are made. I'm going to try to keep it relatively succinct and accurate. But that might be a bit difficult to do without having the quills become darker as I go in. Man, look at this puffball of quills and whatnot. You imagine just how much antidote you can get from here. And not even just antidote. You could probably just create like a bunch of arrows and weapon coding to add like paralytic effects to your weaponry. Not a nature poison user? No problem. Just apply this weapon coating to your sword to give it nature poison paralytic effects, or whatever the fuck that would be called. One fell swoop from your sword and your enemies will be paralyzed. Don't use on humans. Well, maybe the poison isn't as potent, so it probably would be like slight muscle freezes while, the organs still work, but the person can't move. You could damn well bet that some people would probably abuse that. I'd imagine that the quills would probably start to lose its potency the longer it stays away from the quillzetic. Or quillzetic. Quillzetic? Yeah, quillzetic. I wonder if that is... I should check that up, because there could very well be a Pokemon by the name of Quillzetic. Well, you're telling me Quizlet, but I'm not seeing anything by the name of Quillzetic. Yep, nope. No results containing all your search terms were found, so there's no creature by the name of Quillzetic, so that's good. Why am I seeing a mime here trying to pull the letter L from Google that's invisible? Can I refresh? Nope, it's just there now. Cool. Great. Fantastic. Good thing I ain't doing any fully cooly. Otherwise, I'd have to be agree with that, and oh, there goes my fully cooly. Yep. Unless it's a hot mime girl like those two twins. You know the twins? You know that, twins? Huh? Funny, what, right? That's it? That's the joke? That was just cropped porn! Yep. Mm-hmm. I don't know why it's funny, but just that one particular one is funny. Just seeing Patchy just being like talking about cropped porn, or that's it, that's the joke. How it's just gay sex. That freaking Animac meme or whatever frick it's called, with the 3 guys doing that weird jump move towards that one guy with the fat ass. You know, the fire ass in that, like, dump truck. There's, like, multiple different versions of it. And one of the Team Fortress one was pretty funny. Yep. But, yeah, that's a funny, like, what do you call it? Acknowledging the fact that the joke is porn and you're like, and you're angry because of it. Yep. Yep. Although I will say that I would have preferred the, I don't know when this, like, came to be, but the most recent memory of the first one would have to be Anka. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Egyptian cat ladies, but I prefer girl on girl. If there was a girl on girl variation instead of the weird, well, then again, well, how old are we villagers supposed to be? I don't know, we're apparently indebted or some shit. Are we like adults? Are we just chibi adults? It's just a moe adult world where we're just like mini adults trying to like, converse with these anthropomorphic animals. Actually, what the hell is even the lore of, what you call it, of Animal Crossing? Like, I've never really played any other Animal Crossing outside of the most recent one, whose name I have forgotten. What was it? Animal Crossing World? I don't remember. Maybe New Horizons, that's what it was. I think. I'm pretty sure. I haven't played that in a while. I had a pretty cute goth girl there. And of course, I gave her a crop top. You can't really give people crop tops, but I did. I used my art skills to be able to create a crop top. It was somewhat of a pain in the ass to do, if I remember correctly, to make sure it looked right, unless I did it with the controller and not the touchpad, because the touchpad, ooh, yeah, that would not work at all. I don't have good... Look at my finger. You see it shaking a little bit? Probably not as good. Is that noticeable? Yeah, I'm trying to keep my finger up. You know how annoying that is? I can't play certain games because my steadiness is completely terrible. I have terrible steadiness. My hands just cannot, like, stay steady. No, and again, today would probably be a bad example since I am exhausted from work. Okay, how long have we been at this so far? Man, almost another hour? Seriously? Well, I'm trying to go for a little bit more longer episode here so that I can get this done with in one day, because it has to get done with today. I don't know if the background is going to be that massive. There's going to be bushes here and maybe some trees and whatnot, and a house, a home. A door and a house. Also, just to show you what the villagers' buildings look like. And that's essentially the idea. Well, if Pokemon ever creates something called Quillzetic, and I guess that it'll probably go to here. Well, I don't know, maybe it won't. They're like, hey, they made a Pokemon named Quillzetic. I made a creature named Quillzetic. We should fight those creatures. It's not a case of copyright. Nah, it's like, we should get those creatures to fight. Well, realistically speaking, this creature is pretty freaking dangerous. It's a paralytic poison that's capable of, like, paralyzing something and killing it within, like, a short amount of time. It probably has the same poison as the blue-ringed octopus. The only difference is the blue-ringed octopus has to bite you with its very smallest frick mouth. This thing's just gotta shoot its quills at you and you're dead. Unless you have a medic nearby and the medic can get you out of there, or somebody can kill this creature in time to be able to heal you. Remove the poison from your system. Yes, indeed. I would say that the nurse here is probably having a very hard time trying to extract the poison. Because the poison... Oh, wait, I forgot the eyebrows. The poison is going to circulate through somebody's system immediately upon injection. It's no small amount of... what do you call it? It's not gradually increasing. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot your eye sac. The sag under your eye. Okay, hold on. Let me at least get this done with first. Look at this creature here. A beast! Also, we don't really get, like, the sheer size of this thing here, but it is big, alright? It's big. And I don't think these quills are, like, you know, that thick, because it's going to take ages to have so many freaking small quills there. Right, cat? So we just do what, you know, the animes do and just have, like, large quills and then just make it basically show, like, small quills. Let me reload the queue right here. Quill Zealot. And let me go on ahead and, I don't know, make, like, a red underline underneath your eyes. There we go. Under eye. And let's move that over to eye real quick. Okay. So there's the Quill Zealot. Got the under eye. Man. Been a while since I fully talked like this. My throat is not really fully warmed up for it. Alright, let's see. So, the one thing you're definitely going to want when dealing with this thing is defense capable of blocking the quills, or speed, being able to run fast enough to get away from it. These quills are dangerous, so having any means to be able to block them is good. Is it more dangerous than the Orb Weaver from Made in Abyss? Probably. I mean, the Orb Weaver kind of just freaking injects a poison inside of you that eventually kills you if left untreated. However, this thing injects a poison in you that paralyzes you and it makes you unable to move. I wonder who would win a fight here. Because Quill versus Quill, I'd imagine that, actually, that's a good question. I don't know this, but can porcupines get hurt by their own quill? Wow, you're not even... Yes, porcupines have special protection against self-inflicted pokes and infections. I would have to imagine that one quill beast versus another quill beast probably would cancel out their poison, maybe? I don't know. Both poisons entirely different. But both are poisonous as well. So it's hard to say. Is the poison similar enough to where the creatures are not affected by it and is literally just brawl with sharp quills? I don't know. That's hard to say. Even more so, they both kind of have the same abilities. Although I guess, technically speaking, the Orb Weaver can kind of predict where everything moves via the curse. Oops. While the Quillzetic more so just uses its reflexes and abilities to kind of, like, react fast enough to either kill or avoid being killed. But, you know. Even that sometimes wouldn't work, because you also got to remember that this creature's in a magic setting. We're in a magic setting here. Well, technically, Made in Abyss, I wouldn't say it's really full-on magic, but it is definitely something, you know, magically terrifying, that's for certain. I mean, think about it. You've got yourself fire, people that can spew fire out of either their hands or wands, freaking people who can create ice or, you know, poison. Dragons. Oh, let's face it here. I'm pretty sure the dragons in this universe here would probably trump the dragon in the season 2 draft dragon thing. It's not even really a dragon, like in terms of appearance. It's more of a giraffe. Granted, I'm pretty sure most of the creatures in Elementals Reborn could trump a lot of the other creatures inside of the Abyss. Golems especially. I don't know if any creatures are going to be able to actually do much damage to golems. And this is all assuming that the Abyss's curse can be converted into mana. But if you take the creatures of the Abyss out and put them into Etheria, well, I guess that's another question. The creatures of the Abyss probably aren't going to be able to handle the mana-filled world that Etheria is. But if you were to put the creatures from Etheria into the Abyss, they probably wouldn't be able to handle the curse too well either. That's a good question. Is it like natural instincts for the creatures to know that they can't fly up high? Is that like the one defense that most of the creatures have because they can see the curse or at least sense something? Well, it depends. The Abyss is a freaking vertical shaft of doom. Etheria is a flat shaft of doom. Not shaft. A flat plane of doom. Ah, yes. I have the plane of doom right here. No! Got my throat. Shouldn't have tried that. Anyways, yeah. Yeah, you also gotta remember there's like creatures like the World Dragon. Actually, that's a good question. Can the Abyss affect anything giant? I'm pretty sure the World Dragon would literally just sit at the bottom of the goddamn Abyss. I don't even think the World Dragon can fit in there. You know how giant they are. You've seen how giant they are. You've seen the world of Etheria map. They're huge. They're huge enough where you can see this dragon from this kingdom sitting right on top of this. You can even probably see the dragon. Well, this is a flat landscape. Well, unless the... No, I don't know. Again, I don't know how that works because our world has a horizon to it, and it's spherical, obviously. So I don't know what the hell a flat world would look like. And Minecraft can't render that far, and it is a flat world, but unless you have a computer that can render thousands of chunks, I don't think you're going to get an exact... I don't even think you could render 1,000 chunks. As far as the eye can see, I would like to see that. Actually, I'm going to look it up right now real quick. Minecraft 1,000 chunk view. What 1024 chunk render distance? Oh, I'm looking at this. Jesus! What the hell is this man's computer? That is far as fuck. I don't know how to... I mean, it would be cool to have that, to just be able to see... Like, if I were to, like, go on top of a mountain, and I could just see my house just, like, right there, right in the distance. This computer cannot handle that, I can tell you that much for a fact. But, man, would it be freaking cool to have 10,000 or 1,028 render distance. If I can get a supercomputer that can run Minecraft without any lags whatsoever, without any performance issue at that distance, you better believe I'm gonna freaking have that there. I'm curious if I could see my god. I mean, how many? I could probably go look at the ocean and see all the way over there. I mean, there's your answer. You can see that far, and then in like 1,000 chunk distance, then maybe you can see this. Well, maybe if you were on like a mountain, you'd be able to see a hell of a lot more panorama. Hell, maybe you'd be able to see the edge. I'm just thinking of how cool it would be. You know, now it just makes me wish we lived on a flat planet. Because that would be cool. Just being able to like stand on top of like a high like mountainside and just being able to see all of the continents before you. And just getting like a good view of everything. It would look so cool. I wish I lived in this universe now. Granted, I mean, the creatures are kind of like, it's like the Australia, kind of, with how dangerous all these creatures are. That's the best example I can give. Despite that, it would be so cool to just see the entire world view as is. I mean, I'm talking about that when I just talked about the creatures and how they would all fare in the abyss. It was a world dragon. I don't know how big the abyss is, but also I don't exactly know how big the world dragon is. I mean, the best example I can give you is this old drawing that I've done a while ago. Assuming I can freaking find it. I can never find anything anymore. I have too many folders. Too many albums. I've made so many drawings. It wouldn't be here. Would it be 44? Why am I wasting my time doing this? Was it in 38? I mean, it could have been. Sapphire Bubble. No, it wouldn't be there. No, not 34. 42. Man, it's just... it could be anywhere. Also, I don't remember what it was called. Something about Vigor Cape. If that was the case, then look at V. Look at V. Look at V. I'm pretty sure it was called a Vigor Cape. Vigor Cape. There it is. Look at this fucking massive thing. This is far. Look at the trees. Those are trees. This is the world tree roots spanning all the way across Etheria. This thing is ginormous. I don't know how big the abyss is, but it's probably like this big. And this thing could probably just put its claw in there and just destroy everything. It probably would too. Given how like hostile pretty much all the creatures of Etheria has become. It's insane to think that the world dragon could potentially just put its paw in there and fit the abyss on it like a glove. I don't know if there's a bottomless pit, but I guarantee you, if the freaking world dragon were to ever enter the abyss, first of all, that curse is getting dissipated. There's no way in hell the curse is going to be able to like combat something that ginormous, trying to like destroy an entire like landscape of creatures. Also, what the hell would be the world dragon's motivation? The world dragon is essentially made as a means to be able to like protect a bunch of people until the the Elementals Rebirth happened. Then it killed a bunch of the people that it was meant to protect, and then no, 50? No, it was 51. I'm pretty sure you've seen this already, but look at it. Look at all this ruins. You see this right here? Ruin Village, Ruin Kingdoms. Look at all that. Look at all these ruins. This motherfucker just destroyed everything. You were meant to protect all these villages and kingdoms. This was Diffrith. I don't know how the hell to pronounce that. Was a hustling and bustling place until this Elementals Rebirth happened, and then this dragon just destroyed everything that's close to it. These guys somehow got lucky, but they live in fear of this giant coming over to them. even more. Just look at the size of the icons and look at the size of this thing. I don't know if that's accurate, but this, yeah, even the freaking distant Alpines, everything where this creature was, everything where the world dragons are, it has ruins near them. The villages they were, even this area, Jesus, I forgot about Lux and Terra's freaking massacre in this cool plains-looking area. It's more of a wetlands than these wetlands over here, but I guess it's, I don't know. And even this area, it's just the mass destruction that these giant dragons have caused. And people live with these things. People live with these creations. It's like, it's got to be like the worst, like, it put all of the terrible, like, events that occurred in our timeline with all the events. And try to match it with what the world dragons have caused. Those creatures are the sole cause of massive events of massacres. Far greater than anything we humans have made ourselves, begrudgingly to say. I definitely do create some world-ending creatures here, don't I? Oh, you haven't even begun to see what I could create. Especially since there is so many other things that I can do with multiple creations and whatnot. Well, in any case, it's, I'm pretty sure if the world dragon was pitted up against any creature in the abyss, no shot. They're all getting their asses clapped out of existence. This thing is just too big for any creature to handle. This thing is like on the top of the top food chain. There's probably only like one other thing there, and it's probably not even on Etheria. Yeah, but can it beat Goku? Well, I'm not sure about that. The world dragon is massive in size. You think Goku would just go on ahead and kill dragons, though? He wouldn't go after Shenron. He wouldn't even go after the dragon from the Super Dragon Balls. Don't remember what its name was, but it had a name. I'm pretty sure Goku probably wouldn't go after the world dragon out of respect for dragons. Right? I have to imagine that's the case. But then again, he doesn't have a reason to fight Shenron or the other dragon. The other two dragons. So honestly, he probably would have a reason to fight this. He probably could beat it, but it would be a difficult, like, procedure. Because, you know, the world dragon is still massive. The world dragon is a freaking massive beast. I don't know how big it is, but it's probably bigger than the biggest Super Saiyan monkey form. Most likely. And also, you gotta remember that this is a world filled with magic and mana. In terms of what abilities this dragon could have, it's topped off with some, like... okay, first of all, it resides near the World Tree roots, and the World Tree is famously known in this universe for distributing all the mana in the world. If you plop Goku right here in the middle of a World Dragon's territory, well, first of all, I don't think Goku can just croak immediately. He's probably going to get attacked by a dragon and just instant transmission. I don't even think he can instant transmission. If he is still the same thing in this universe, then yeah, he probably could. Or he could just fly away from it. You also got to remember these things are giant. I've said it multiple times. So flying away from it is probably not going to be as easy as just doing an instant transmission and just blinking right out of there. Will the dragon be able to pick up your scent? Well, that depends. Is this transmission just moving extremely fast? Would it move so fast where the scent just gets cut off or something? I don't know. I don't think he would really have much of a reason to fight a dragon, but he probably would. It's just, especially if you know about the lore of the World Dragon. If Goku knew about the lore of the World Dragon, and how they used to protect people before this event called the Elementals Rebirth, he would probably not attack it. He would probably not attack it in hopes that maybe one day the mysteries of this event is solved and reverted, and the dragon goes back to doing normal things. Although, I'm pretty sure after the hundreds of villages that got completely and utterly shreked by these dragons, just lying around where they used to be, I'm pretty sure nobody wants to ever go near those things ever again. And I can't exactly blame them. They're intimidating things to begin with, and knowing that they caused an enormous massacre unlike none other before is probably more than enough reason to want to try to avoid those things in general. One thing's for certain, with this event, there's no way in hell anybody's ever going to want to go near a world dragon ever again. There's no way. Even if they can revert the effects of the Elementals Rebirth, there's just no way anybody in their right mind is going to build a village or a kingdom near it anymore. And if they are going to build it, they're going to probably build it underground and have a shit ton of underground tunnels to be able to essentially, retreat to the underground tunnels if, for some reason, the World Dragon decides to bug out again and just go on a massive killing spree. Assuming there's a second Elementals Rebirth, and assuming the first one can even be reverted, we don't know that. I don't know that yet because we haven't really gotten to that point just yet. Obviously, this is like a freaking endgame event. Yeah, sure, solving the freaking, uncovering the mysteries of the Elementals Rebirth and hopefully trying to figure out a way to revert the effects. It's like the One Piece and One Piece, or becoming Hokage and Naruto, or I don't even know what the fuck Goku's goal is anymore, just becoming stronger, I guess. Just fight more things. It's trying to stop a war between two countries by being peaceful and becoming making a fake family out of a telepath and an assassin while you're a spy kind of deal. Is that kind of goal, endgame goal. World peace, I guess, in that instance, but same rules still apply. Uncovering the mysteries of the Elementals Rebirth and reverting it will essentially somewhat bring world peace. Just with, the Dark Mages, you gotta deal with them as well. It will be interesting to see those arcs play out. I also like the fact that it's kind of similar to Cowboy Bebop in the way that most of the series is going to play out. I'd say the only major difference here is that they're actively trying to find the mysteries, while in Cowboy Bebop, they're actively trying to make money. It's funny that I have like two series, one that I'm currently working on and another one that's going to be in the works once the first season of this one is done with, that has some similarities to Cowboy Bebop. Roscoe Morgan, Legendary Gunslinger, more so. But I guess, I don't know, episodic isn't exactly restricted to that anime, so... But, no, Roscoe Morgan, Legendary Gunslinger is, like, the closest to, like, an inspired anime from, Cowboy Bebop. Not, like, completely inspired, because there's still some differences to it. Here it was. With, the Spite Siegel of the group, the Faye Valentine of the group, I guess the Jet. But we don't have Ein or Ed. These two are completely unique. Obviously, because I gotta have my own unique spin to it. So, yeah. Also, there's gonna be a joke where, Roscoe Morgan, Liz, and I think the other guy's name was Carlton. And then the other guy, the barkeep guy, whose name I can't remember. It's been a while, alright? I only did like 2 drawings of Roscoe Morgan, Legendary Gunslinger, and I added him and some of the groups into the 1000th Deviation milestone drawing. I haven't thought about it since then. But once Season 1 of this series is done, in 2025, because it's going to be a big one. Well, it's slow going. Once that's done with, then we'll be going to that. And I can't wait, honestly. Okay, I'm going to put some shadows on the end of this one so it's, a little bit more unique. I can't wait. I would like to do probably 8 episodes limitation period, which would end us up with an episode a month, which is a lot, considering the fact that I'm taking up 8 spaces and, folders. Okay, Jesus Christ, we got like 20 minutes to make the background. Well, I don't think it's going to be that complex. It's going to be like a nice oval-sized door. Well, we might not even be able to see most of the door here, because of the way this works. Unless I decide to have this kind of be, curved like this. Alright, I gotta try to be a little quick about this. I should have went right into this immediately. I went into like 1. I wanted to give myself like 3 fucking hours, but I didn't. I didn't give myself 2.5 hours. It's fine. It's fine. I can work with this. I just gotta try to get this done with at a relatively healthy pace. Most of this doesn't matter. We just gotta get like the nice curve being shown here. I don't even know why I did this. Technically, I could just do this and that's it. I gotta remember that, I have way more space here to work with. It's not transparent, which would be a little bit of a pain to deal with. I'd say that's the good thing about this having so much stuff here, is that there's not as many spots to draw stuff in. Okay, so we got like nice little cottage village here or something. I'll at least try to get a oh, the cat's sleeping there. I was like, what the hell was that? No, the cat's sleeping there. I thought you were sleeping over there, cat. Further downwards, not upwards. Anyways, yeah. Maybe make this a little bit more like here or something. This is going to be interesting. I'm going to have to make the icon from that. I guess I'll have to make the icon later. How later? I don't know, but I got to update the World of Etheria map after I'm done with this. Shouldn't take too long to update, but I also got to figure out the name of this village, or Shitberg. It's fine. Alright, so I think this is probably going to cut off here, and there's probably going to be like, what do you call it? Bushes here. Not bushes, grass here. So grass is probably going to be like right here. Maybe curved in this direction, so more triangular. So that way we get to see this and see the, I don't know, I don't want to do the plank, the shingles appearance though. Most of that doesn't matter, but at least having that here is good. Maybe, or maybe have it like here, and it's like slightly behind this, but not completely behind it. So that way we don't really like see the, what do you call it? Maybe we can even have like an area here with glowing eyes to show that there's the creature there. Maybe? Who knows? Bushes, land, tree, at least like some trees or something. Maybe darkness or something. I don't think we're going to see the trees as much, so just have some of the trees there. There's going to be like bushes here. Bushes like right here. And we got the landscape over here. Okay, part of that doesn't matter. Maybe put some, trees over here. There's going to be bushes there. And trees covering up most of the area here. They're regular old trees that we have. Bush is going to be covering there. Most of that doesn't matter. A nice little path here. You can't really see much of it, but having like a path here at the very least with some rocks over here gives a little bit more to this scene and environment. There's not too many things I could do background-wise except add trees and whatnot, so the outline process is not really going to take that long. The only other thing I can think of adding here is like a nice line here for this portion. Most of where this is doesn't matter because a lot of this is being hidden away by stuff. Alright. Oh, wait, no, don't replace. I don't have anything else here I can do. So, if I remember correctly, brown door. Also, let's hide all of this and let's save. We're almost done. Just now we're like running out of time, so I'm not going to be able to get a few other things finished here. A bit more browner, and a little bit more. Okay, there we go. That's the door, number 1. Why am I calling this house? Call this door. Let's make some organization here that makes sense, shall we? Okay. Not reddish. I make it more brown. Good. Great. Fantastic. Alright. This one has to be like a... Whoops. There we go. Tannish color. No. Not that tan. Yeah, that works. Wall. I don't know what to call this village still, so... I don't know. We'll figure it out. So a nice little white area here. Also, should it be something here? Nah, that'll be like that. So that's another wall. This one should be a little bit more orangish. Brighter and orangish. So like that, yeah. Also, are you where you need to be? No, you're not. I need you to get your arse in and there. What's that looking giving me? The chair squeaked a little bit and the cat was like... with her ears up and all. Ow. Ugh, my neck. Alright, it's fine. And this house should have a nice beige look. Maybe this is like the... what do you call it? Tent. Here we go. And maybe a little bit more yellowish beige. There we go. Okay, cool. That's 5? No, 4. I'm looking at the door color there. Alright, most of this is not going to be seen, but that's fine. No, this is wall 1G, fool. Unless I accidentally did stupid? No, I didn't. Okay, good. It's so hard not doing stupid. Alright, let's see. No. Should this be a little bit more reddish? Probably. Reddish looks good. I guess so. Sure, why not? And that's number 6. Alright, now for the roof. Easy enough. Nice red roof. We might have more color roofs here, but for now that will do. Okay. A lot of this is just easy enough to fill in, but I need to get the bushes and all that stuff set, so yeah. So here's the dirt. Now we got a path as well, so this is going to be the path. And a little bit more orangish. There we go. Path. Now I need some trees. No. God damn it, what did I just do? Trees, you fool. What you want, Momo? Licking your chaps again. Yeah, that works. I know these trees look weird, but trust me, there's a process to this. I'll get their leaves placed in soon enough. Depends on how the hell this is gonna work. The roof is above that, right? So maybe I could put the roof up more. Dirt. Oh, wait, 1B, of course. Damn it. Really wish it would stop doing that. We've been at this for 2.5 hours almost. Again. Fine. Stay down. Fool. Okay, that's not looking as good as I thought it would, so I'll just bring that here. Is that down properly? No, I don't feel like trying to mess with that when I'm pressed for time as is. Okay, so we got our trees over. What? I guess I didn't grab that. Oh, hold on now. Okay, there we go. Gonna be some trees over here, maybe a little bit of the sky, question mark? Well, if we're not having that there, then I don't know if it's really like it. We'll see. We'll see what I do. Right now, I think we should get the trees leaves in. Question is, what should the leaves look like? Is this shade of green good, or is it a bit too vivid? Bit too vivid. I like how a lot of our style from like the olden days was like all vivid, but now we've just like went over to more duller looks. I mean, this is still pretty vivid, but you want like specific looks for specific characters. You know what I mean? It looks like I'm gonna have to like do something different with these trees here. These trees are a little bit further out, so they do have a tad bit of a difference to them. Yes, they do. By how much, I'm not sure. At least the back end doesn't matter as much, I think, right? Kind of, yeah. And then we'll have just a bunch of other trees in the back here. Gonna be a lot of grass in the way, though. I mean, it makes sense. They are kind of in a forest. But there would be a lot of trees. Is there going to be a tall tree? Probably. Probably. This is going to be a tall tree. I don't know how much it matters because most of this is kind of already not shown, but that's fine. Alright, at least that's the trees done with. So trees number 2. God damn it. You need to be trees, not tree. I don't even know you can see that. Well, that's fine. And now for the bushes. Bushes are going to be a little bit more intricate. I need to somewhat flatten them. I need them to not go out that much in angle. Don't scatter as much, but don't be too small. And now we rotate the bushes. We'll do it here first, obviously. Bush 1A. And I'll increase this thing's size to this. These kinds of bushes require a little bit more effort to make because of the way that this is set. Which can be a little bit annoying. But it's fine. I would say the only thing that sucks about... I mean, I guess what I could do, actually, is just this. So long as I don't, like, you know, change the anything too massively, it should work just fine. I guess, yeah, I could also, like, you know, do it like this. Like so. Because I don't have a, What the hell did I just do? Group with previous? How the hell? Oh, that's not what I wanted at all. I kind of need this to be up here first, and then I'll move it down there. I don't know what I did to group with previous, but I did something to group with previous. Alright, now I need you to rotate. Put you here, put you beneath that, and there we go. And we got some bushes there. Now I need bush 1C. A nice bush here. Like, hiding most of the things here in the back. We got another bush 1D over here. The creature's hiding in the bushes. I should... Okay, again, I can't do it like that. My best way to make this work is to... I'm trying to duplicate like I duplicate things in freaking Unity. Can I do this? It does make it a little bit blurry. Actually, blurry does kind of look good. Considering the fact that this is a little bit further, we could make these a tiny bit blurrier. There's darkness here. Maybe some more trees, but before I do anything, let's make sure we save these bush. Oh, also, I already had that bush if I named it bushes. Then that would mean that there would probably be trees back here then, right? If that's where we want the creature to come from. But I guess technically it doesn't exactly matter. It could be whatever. It could be anywhere. I don't know where the creature needs to be. Right now, I'm just going to try to draw this area. Alright, so there is darkness. Okay, get out of my goddamn face. Wait, what the hell? Damage control. Public show of disgust for tyrant. Yeah, you know, being a tyrant isn't exactly like, you know, good if, you know, you're trying to start wars and whatnot. Then again, isn't that what tyrancy is? I don't freaking know. Tyrant is a bad person. It's a creature from Resident Evil. Is that what you want to be, broski? A creature from Resident Evil? Because that's what... the fuck did I just do? I transformed paths. That's what I just did. Wait, what path did I even transform? I have no idea. Let's not transform path and let's do this. You're doing it again. Would you freaking stop it? There we go. Okay, good. That's good where it is. Bush, actually just combine this. No, E, you fool. Well, I gotta say, this does make it easier to try to get these bushes in here with, you know, not too many issues and whatnot. Which is good. It means that we can get this stuff kind of, why did I call this C? This is, fuck, this is clearly B. Well, it would appear to be 4 o'clock. Cool, great. Fantastic. We're getting close to done. I wouldn't say we're almost done. We're definitely nowhere near done. Alright, I need to bring this back to normal. Combine that. Where's the tree here? Oh, there's the trees. Okay, copy this, 1B, even though it's not really anywhere in this area, it's, you know, somewhere else. And this is not the trees here, it's the trees in the background. Which makes sense because it's all forest. It's all forest. And maybe some darkness back there. Not full-on darkness. Wait, wasn't I? Oh, I didn't want to make darkness yet because I didn't have the thing that I needed. Where's the darkness at again? I can grab it now. Ah, there's the darkness. Good, great, fantastic. Okay. Darkness in the back. Darkness in the back as well. Darkness in the back. Darkness in the back. It's not going to be darkness here, but there is going to be a sky. It's daytime. Need a good color for the sky, though. Yeah, that'll work. What are you jumping up here for? Still got a shade and texture everything, but at least shading and texturing the background isn't as complex as shading and texturing an actual character. This cloud isn't noticeable. But I do like that color, so I can use that as a means to contrast the cloud so it's not all just bright. Okay, good. Now I need grass. Grass color. Now, I got this thing. I have no clue how it's going to work fully just yet. Because I've only really used it for pine-based stuff. But I'm curious to see what this would look like if I used it for the actual grass texture. I'll use it here since there's not a lot I can really do here. But I'm curious to see what this looks like. Okay, well, I can't see shit if it's 10 by 10 opacity and flow. Nah. The other grass texture that I made here is so much better. I guess because it curves. That one doesn't curve. It more like stays straight like a pine tree would. Like pine trees do. So, yeah. Oh, that's just great. That's fine. I can put something above that. I could definitely put some more stuff here, though, in darkness. No, that one's fine as is, actually, now that I think. Grass 1B. Put it at 100. And now for this one. This one will be a little interesting. I think the idea here with this one was the grass kind of like curved out in that direction. Like, you know, a weird fish eye lens kind of deal where, you know, the creature moves in a very particular way where you got like fish eye lens. So, you know, this is kind of like going down in that direction, that's going down in that direction, allowing for the trees to look like that. I'm probably not doing a very good job showing that, but that's kind of was the idea with this one. And we like have some more larger grass here so that it's larger. My back and neck and everything else. Alright, bring it back to 100. Try to get a little bit more here before we start to curve back. Don't know how the hell I can do the middle for this one. I guess the only thing I can really do here is just have this kind of curve back here. And have this do this. Stick to the middle. Get most of the middle here. Well, hold on. Man, my back is just so goddamn sore. I really wish I didn't have to work in this damn place and I can just do this stuff for a living. I really do. least then I can relax when I need to relax instead of having to wait for breaks and whatnot. The annoying thing about this job, you gotta wait for your break. They expect you to constantly be doing something. Constantly. Not even take like a minute breather or something. They just expect you to keep going. Yeah, ever since I went back to this place, my body just feels like shit. It just seems like the case every single freaking time. It's annoying. Okay, here we go. Grass number 1, grass number 2. Also doesn't help that I have to get all this stuff done with. I've given myself a huge, ginormous schedule and trying to get everything here finished. Yeah, sure, it's not healthy, but, it's always good to have something to look forward to. Just gotta keep working on it until we can get the hell out of here, Francis. I want the brown rocks here for this. No, not that. Rocks. No. 1A. Or 1, not the A. I got like rocks here. Oh, the rocks do kind of go over the grass. Perfect. And we got another set of rocks over here. See some rocks in the grass. Some of it's a little bit more noticeable than others. Okay, there's the rocks. The only other thing I can really think of is we just get like more bush types here to cover up most of the back. So what I can do for this is have these types of bushes here. It uses the same thing, but it's a different texture. Whether or not this is actually going to look different because the way it's, is all really dependent. These are probably going to be darkened to try to match with the darkness. Because, obviously, that is kind of important for something like this. Man. Yeah, we darkened some of this. Oh, maybe not this area. Maybe this area we can just have the, yeah, I kind of already know what I want to have here. Matter of fact, this one's pretty easy. Just take what we have here, duplicate it, and put the eyes right here. Maybe a little bit more larger. There we go. Alright, I'm just going to save this here. Scenery. I don't know. I'll just call it a porcupine village for now. I don't know what it is. Don't you worry. Alright, I got your eye. Well, keep the, what do you call it here? In the darkness, there are eyes staring at you. I probably should have. It's fine. It's fine. It doesn't matter. You can see the eye of the creature back here. Barely, but you can see it. I'd say the only other thing I need to do here is have the white parts of the eyes be darkened, but this part of the eye be glowing. There we go. Okay, man. I really should have given myself 3 hours here. I would have been perfect. It's fine, I'll keep at it. We're almost done, I might as well just keep going. Sacrifice some hours, or some minutes, not hours of sleep. And you just see like the little creature up above. They're all just paying attention to this lady. Which makes sense. And don't worry, Genthru and Domadora are behind the two. They're not being taken out of the equation. I feel like what I plan on doing for the characters here is if there's an episode that focuses mostly on like one or two of the main characters of the group, their image is going to be shown on that instead. Also, are you supposed to be beneath that? Yeah, that was supposed to be beneath that. So this episode, I probably said it before, but I'll say it again because I can't remember. It consists mostly of Ariella and Gwyneth. A lot of this consists of these two, while Damodora and Genthru only really there right now as support. Don't worry though, the others will have their time in the spotlight, like you've seen with Genthru and what you've seen with Genthru and Damodora. You got a taste of that in the 5th episode. The fact that those two interacted and there was like a scene with them. There will be scenes where the group works together, but there will be scenes where it mostly consists of like 2 people of the group. That one should probably also have an increase here. And there will be some scenes that will probably consist of one character, focusing on a very specific scenario that's happening in the episode. Regardless, all the characters are being shown. I don't think there's going to be ever a moment, not including the first 4 episodes because it's introducing them, where the 4 are never shown on screen at once. It makes sense, like I said before, that these 4 are the main character. Gwyneth more so, since she was the first one shown. So I think she was the first character ever drawn here, unless Estrena was the first, but again, it's been a while. I can't remember. I have to look through the albums, and I'm pressed for time, so I want to try to get this done with as much as I can. At the very least, for this Thursday. There isn't much I can do with the background right now. Simple, village in the forest. There's not too much that I can do outside of like some bushes and whatnot. So it looks pretty good without having to do too much. And aside from that, there is, of course, the, effects and whatnot. The texture I still gotta get done with. Yeah, get some of this bright and showing up top. Trying to get like multiple of like several trees and can be a pain. Yeah, now I gotta go to the bushes in the back, and no, not those bushes, these bushes, 3B. Make them darker so they blend in with the environment back there. And we got like several trees here. And then we got a big tree over here. I'm glad you can at least see the difference. I wasn't going to be able to show it. But it did show it. And that's good. I think I got the path. It just doesn't look like I got the path. Yeah, look at these grass here. Larger. So it's not as like condensed. Could also be like a strange, like, I don't know, it's hard to tell. Again, perspective isn't my strong suit. I'm trying to make it look like the creature's going, like, forward. Well, that's probably what I'm doing here with this. With the trees back here like that. It's pretty big, but I'm not making it look big. Unless the bushes here are huge. The bushes here might be huge. They could be huge. I would say the only other thing I could probably do is try to like increase the size of the creature. But I don't really have a lot of time. I don't have a lot of time, and I want to try to get this done with quickly. I think that's all for the shading. No. Wait. Bushes still. Bushes in the back. Right, cat, the bushes in the back. And this side is just not cooperating with the hair tie. It's easier to have, like, all bangs. Double-side bangs. Well, I guess the only issue here is trying to keep things accurate. Same thing with trying to get pigtails. Trying to keep that accurate was such a pain in the ass. I tried it twice, but man, it's just not worth the amount of time it takes for me to, like, put it on. Unless I'm going somewhere special, and I want to try to get, like, a goth-like appearance, then yeah, maybe. Probably, most likely. But it takes effort. More effort than I'm really willing to try to, like, do on a daily basis. This one's easy. Just side swipe, put together, boom. Maybe I just have to do it more, but it's just, like, trying to get a good symmetry going. It's not easy. It's not easy, I can tell you that much. Let's do this. Also, yeah, making it flatter just does that. I don't know why there's a flatness or a roundness and it only goes in one direction. It's annoying that there's not multiple directions for the roundness. But whatever. I wonder what would it look like if I did it 2 times here. That is huge as fuck. It did not press enter. Yeah, that's first of all, that's too big, and second of all, that is not what I want. What if we did like 150? Huh. That was a little fuzzy. I wish it wasn't so fuzzy every time I do that. I guess that works. Honestly, yeah, it does make the creature look a little bit bigger. You can see a little bit of its tail back there, but it's just still its fuzziness is kind of annoying. That's why you try to do that here first, because that doesn't change anything. But it is an animal, so having it be a little bit fuzzier does kind of work in its favor. Well, the fact that that's like that a little bit is a kind of a nuisance. How the hell did I miss this? It's fine. I can go over it with this, and it'll work. And I could probably just, like, wrong one. Well, no, right one, just wrong brush. Yeah, there we go. Okay, at least now it looks like it could be a little bit thicker. And having it be bigger is good because, like before, I mean, if you went over to here and I did this, yeah, it was pretty small. But now it's a little bit bigger. So it has a little bit more, prominence in this. We'll see how well that works. Ooh, I got an idea. Well, it's not fall, but I'm going to have some tree leaves falling. Oh, why were they there? Oh, yeah, I remember now. Take me back to the Porcupine Village. No. Go to the leaves, the tree leaves. Here we go. Yeah, get that other dynamic up. Leaves. No. Leaves. A little bit more. It's a windy day. That's what it is. Sure, why not? I don't know if there's anything more left for me to do here. Oh wait, no, I've seen something. I've seen things, man. These things. Oh, and the path here, of course. How could I forget? I'm thinking maybe go back to the good old-fashioned leaf texture path for this one. What I used for most dirts and paths before and stone in the past before I got this new cracked look. And hell, I find myself using the triangle look more as well. Is that everything here, texture-wise? Texture-wise is not a lot because the grass and the bush and a lot of other stuff kind of already gets that preemptively due to the way it's made. It just needs shading to look good. Okay, good. We're almost done. I'm glad I increased the size of this thing. I just wish it didn't get the first instance of the, what do you call it? You know, the new recruits. I accidentally made them too small. And it took a little while to, you know. It didn't take a little while. I did what I did here. It was annoying, to say the least. But it still worked. It's just, it was a little fuzzy. This is a little fuzzy too, but I don't know. I just really wish that transforming things wouldn't make it so goddamn fuzzy. So, not so, but subtly blurry. The subtleness is not really cool, man. But I also don't really feel like trying to go through all of the coloring, shading, and texturing again for the new size that the creature has. No, this is fine. This will do. And besides, these are the main focuses anyways. I'm pretty sure I might have this thing be a little bit more darkened, but not too darkened. Just to, show some forebodingness and whatnot anyways. Underneath that, underneath there. Yep, we're almost done. It's just gonna take a little while longer. How much longer? Frick if I know. Yeah, I forgot that your thing is here. Let me get rid of that, just in case I accidentally shade it there. And look at this freaking porcupine bear over here. Look at this mofo. Shooting its quills at people, paralyzing them, and getting them killed. This thing is huge. There's not really too much I could have done with the background there. I probably could have made it a little bit smaller, but it's fine. Just as long as you know that it's supposed to be big. And I'll try to remember to put in some comments saying, whoa, that thing is huge. Because it makes sense. A lot of the creatures in this universe is pretty huge. There was that one dragon that looked pretty small, but I tried to fit the dragon in there as well as everything else. Perspective-wise, that drawing was all over the place. And it makes sense that I didn't get that many views. I wonder how this drawing's gonna do. A cute nurse, Ariella and Gwyneth. A new adventure. Episode 6. We'll see. We'll see what occurs. And once Thursday occurs, once today occurs, technically. Once technically it's Friday, actually, think about it. But yeah, we're not thinking about it. We don't want to think about it. And that's that. I could probably have the light kind of just be here. So, whoops. Alright, I didn't use anything else here, so let's go over to Utility Fog. This one's going to be interesting. What color fog should this be? Well, it's midday, so maybe a nice blue color. But as opposed to that, a nice dark blue up here, maybe? Yeah, look at that. No, not there. Go down here. Maybe I can even have something here on top of this thing. If that's the case, then A bit of a brighter blue. And a bit more of a darker blue. If anything... What the hell? That was a weird feeling. If anything, we remove a little bit of the blue up here, but keep it down there. And we pass the house? Yeah, past the house. And over to here. And that will fill in the rest of this, because I'm pretty sure... I'll just do it like this. Maybe some yellow. More yellow? Probably. We'll see what occurs. Right now, let's get the lighting in. So the sun rays. The sun rays are probably going to be like right here or something. It's mostly going to affect the light in the scene down here. Yeah. It will also kind of go over the creature, but that's fine. Sunlight. We're close. But man, when I say that we're almost at the 3-hour mark. I should have started this earlier. But it's fine. We're almost done. It's almost 4:30. But I wanted to get this done with today so I had more time to work on Adventurous Ami tomorrow. And then I can post this on Thursday. My Thursday. The Thursday that is of my time. Yep. A lot of my time consists of day transfers. So if the time hasn't passed, it's still technically Thursday to me and not Friday. God damn it, I double-clicked and I was like, nope. Piece of shit. I want to punch you for that and tear your throat open. Alright, let's see. No, not too much. Yeah, there is a decent amount of, light here, but there's not going to be too much shadow rays. I don't want to go too heavy on shadow rays, just a little bit. Some shadow rays on this thing going in this direction, even though it doesn't make any sense because, we can't see any lighting here. I just like the idea of the shadow rays here in this department. As I've said before, the lighting only affects this area. This is a different lighting. I don't know what kind of lighting that is, but it's some lighting in some way, shape, or form. It's unique. That's all you need to know. Probably put some shadow rays there, delete some on the house. I don't think there's anything I can do with the house, so that's the only shadow ray I can do. Alright, time to finish this up. Finally. Light blue area. I still wish I'd given myself more space to work with here. Nova Guardians has so much more space to work with. Alright, go to effects. Alright. Yeah, nice blue ray. Probably going to be like a mixture of blue and yellow. Got a nice blue area here. Like the creature's trying to swoop on inside of the next panel. But it can't. It can't do that. Because this is a panel. Not real life. Yeah, let's get some nice sun rays here. Beaming down on these girls. Pink area. I guess some nice pinks would look good too. Maybe a pink here on the creature. Maybe get a dark blue around the creature, but not too much on the other. Whoops, on the other area. 30. Jesus Christ! Why the fuck? I know I'm tired, but still, stop it. Stop screwing up. Yeah, there's our nice dark blue. Is there anything more I can do here? A light orange? Fuck my fat fingering every goddamn thing. Light orange could look good if I do it on, like, the back end. But only the back end. Yeah. Keep most of this area blue here. Oh, I can get a teal. I get a teal in on the back end. Makes sense. And maybe a darker teal than that. How about this teal? Yeah. The darkness of the forest. That one might be a bit too teal. Okay, now for the sepia. I like the grass transition for this, though. It's a more of a natural transition than it would be to have like a line or something. Alright, I think that's all I can do in the effects department, so now it's time for the sepia. That could work for the top, but I need some blue. Or I could do yellow. Yellow for the bottom. That's too yellow. That works. And then this would probably just be this, right? Are they fighting the creature at night? Probably. Most likely. And more likely than not. Well, it depends. I guess it doesn't exactly matter, really. Because, we could have the time of day change as they're, like, trying to hunt the creature. It takes all day, and they find it at nighttime. Sure, why not? If I can remember to put that in. We'll have to worry about that till Thursday. So, I think that's everything? Question mark? We got a nurse side character over here who looks like a main character, but that's not really the case. She's pretty tall. Maybe she's around Genthru's height or something. Or again, she's on a step. I know, hard to say. It's definitely an interesting setup here. And then you've got the creature of the week. Or in this case, the month. And there's a 2-month hiatus after this. Next episode of Elementals Reborn won't be until June. So, yeah, there you go. So with effects, without effects. With effects, without effects. There's a difference, but not as huge as a difference as most things. So, there you have it, folks. Anyways, that's all the time I have for today's episode. So, with that being said, thank you all for watching today's episode of Art Time. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe for more, check out that there playlist, and of course, here's episode of Art Time right over here, and the most recent episode of Played Up, because this is on Thursday. Thank you all for watching. I will see you all in the next episode. Later.